This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Welcome to the Noble Leaders League, I am Kjotleik. This is the second division game between Boudica and Louis XIV. Boudica is 4th in the league with her 6 points after 3 wins and a loss. Louis XIV is the opposite, he is 17th in the league, 2 points after 1 win and 3 losses. I think Boudica must be considered a favourite here. And when it comes to the victory condition, well, Boudica has played 4 games. She has 4 conquests in her 4 games, 3 of which she won, and her loss was in round 3, where she lost conquest at Suryavarman II. Louis XIV, he has a cultural win in round 3 at Mao Zedong, and that's it. The other games he has lost. Starting positions. Boudica is up to the north on the starting continent, next to a river on a hill. There is cows, there is fish, there is stone, some vines, some crabs, and we see that she is on this eastern continent, the starting continent, but they do have access to this continent in the middle as well, way before astronomy. Only that one connected to the Arctic in the west is unavailable for now. Louis XIV starting position, he's down here with copper, there is crabs, there is a cow and spices, not so many resources but a lot of green lands, and a few rivers up here and some jungle. I wonder what he can do with this, more green than at Boudica's, but let's not speculate too much, let's start the game instead to see what is really going to happen. Boudica versus Louis XIV, and Buddhism and Hinduism, Boudica in Hinduism, Louis in Buddhism, and Louis is cautious towards Boudica. Louis is first to 2 cities though, and Boudica still hasn't her second city, so 2 cities each there, finally, and she has done that on that other continent. She is also expanding good into the continent, trying to take it, while Louis is focusing on the starting continent. Turn 100 is soon here, 4 cities Boudica, 4 cities Louis, 4 on both. Turn 107.8, we're coming up to 1 AD, there it is, and I think it was 6-5 to Boudica, it could have been 6-4 or 5-4. At least now it's 6-6 in city count, Boudica versus Louis, and it looks like Boudica is a little bit stronger than Louis, and she is building up units now, because no, maybe not. Well, she 1.2, 1.3 times the strength now of the French leader. Boudica up to 1.5, 1.6. Boudica surely is building military units. So 8 cities to Boudica, 6 to Louis. And this could be, well, Boudica is 1.7 times the strong as Louis, 1.8. And she is getting construction as well and horseback riding. 11 cities Boudica, 7 to Louis, 1.8 times the strength, 1.9 now Boudica. Almost twice as strong as Louis XIV, going for compass then, and now onto machinery, 14 cities Boudica, 9 to Louis. It looks like Boudica going for the alphabet first and then engineering, okay. Boudica 1.7 times the strength of Louis, and Louis with 12 cities, Boudica now 14. Boudica looked like she was building up for war there for a while, but she hasn't attacked yet. Turn to 14 now, to 15. 14 cities, Boudica is on astronomy, which means that she is getting that now, and she is on her way to expand into the new world. Let's see how fast she can start building cities over there in the west. 14 cities to 12 going for education. Louis is on divine right. Boudica is 2.3 times as strong as Louis. I think that she still is planning on attacking here somewhere, because all her games have ended with conquest. Now she builds a city in the new world down south on that little island down there, and there are her 2 first cities on the western continent connected to the Arctic. 17 cities Boudica, 12 to Louis. Louis is now on optics as well. Boudica 2.3 times as strong. She's getting gunpowder and going for chemistry, and that means something. Louis is on nationalism. Military science next for Boudica, while divine right in a few turns. 18 cities to 12, and Louis XIV is actually friendly, and Louis XIV, Louis, Boudica, what are you doing? The very first game you don't end up with a conquest, either winning or losing. You give away a Diplo win to Louis XIV of France. This was a surprise to me. Louis XIV turned to 75, 1810 AD, and Louis XIV is winning a diplomatic victory. I have to congratulate. I had Boudica as the huge favorite to win this game, and then she just threw it all away. Congratulations, Louis XIV. Again, a peaceful game with Louis XIV building the Apostolic Palace, and we see on the screen that Boudica adopted her free religion in 1735. Louis XIV also adopted free religion in 1790, and I think that the lack of diplomalus for different religions is what pushes them over the line to vote for each other. It's a little bit weird, but I suspect that may be a thing. Let's go take a look at the stats for the season for the game. I mean, Boudica is number 1 in score. GNP pretty even with Boudica best at the end. Boudica number 1 in production, Boudica number 1 in food and in power. In culture it was Louis XIV, so we could have won a cultural victory later if that came to pass, and espionage is Boudica's. Number 1 demographic stand, we see Boudica's numbers here, and we see Louis XIV's numbers here. 15.5 in population, 5 population there, a bigger empire, and more crop yield, more manufacturing, and more in GNP. Top 6 cities and the wonders. First wonder, Stonehenge, 1400 BC in Paris in France, 3 wonders in the BC era in total, and the rest in the ADs. Boudica with the number 1 city, Louis with the number 2 and 3 and 4, and then Boudica number 5 and Louis number 6. We see the biggest of the cities are Bibracte and Camulodunum, 16 pop each. Statistics then. Boudica built 18 cities, 3 religions founded, 3 golden ages. Currently she has 27 windmills, 17 villages and 15 farms. She built a total of 16 granaries in her cities, 14 barracks, 13 lighthouses. And we see the Colossus is there. Let's go page down to see the rest of them. The Great Wall, Great Lighthouse, Pyramids, Great Library is good. We see all the way down to the Taj Mahal and the Hanging Gardens. Go top and see the current units that Boudica has. 45 longbowmen, 17 workers and 10 grenadiers, and all the way down to a great spy at the bottom there. She trained a total of 31 longbowmen, 29 archers, 22 workers and also 22 settlers. 1 horse archer. Is there more? No, that was it. The horse archer was the last one. Her kills are 0, her losses are 0, and then we go take a look at Louis XIV, that built 12 cities, 4 religions founded, currently 17 mines, 14 windmills, villages and towns, and he built in his cities 12 granaries, 11 lighthouses, 11 theaters. You see the list of the wonders there, Versailles, Stonehenge, Oracle, Temple of Artemis, Mausoleum of Masolos is there. Let's go page down and see the Sistine Chapel and the Apostolic Palace. Current units for Louis: 19 longbowmen, 9 workers, 7 axemen, and we see crossbowmen at the bottom of the list. He trained in his cities 30 archers, 18 Christian missionaries, 17 Buddhist missionaries, 17 galleys, and a spearman at the bottom of the list. And let's confirm the kills to be 0 and the losses to be 0. So let's take a look at the victory conditions screen and cities after that. We see that Boudica had 39.93% of the land area, Louis 29%, she had 62.5% of the world population, so she actually had enough to win domination there, but not in land. Culturally, it was the French that was trying to do something here, already up to almost 8,000 in rhymes. Louis built the Apostolic Palace, and if we look at we have to go take a look at him in order to see the numbers of Boudica, so let's do that, but first let's look at Boudica's cities. These are her cities: Bibracte and Vienne and Camulodunum, Pop 16, building the Spiral Minaret in Bibracte, Oxford University in Isca, 76 production there, 38 production there, 37 in Camulodunum, and that's basically it for that. They are happy, they are healthy, they have 30 plus or 39 actually there, but not 40, 30 plus basic food. Some decent commerce, 76 in Vienna, 67 Bibracte, 50 in Isca, and that's reasonable, not good but reasonable. Production, we see, I think with this many cities on 20 plus, that is actually good, I think. We can consider that good. So let's go and take a look at the French. Louis XIV, okay. Changing there, and then we go to the victory conditions screen first and to the members to see that Boudica only has a +4 versus Louis with 2 open borders, 2 years you have supplied us with resources, and 1 + 1 years of peace. So I feel that this is a little bit weak, giving away a Diplo win with only a +4 in Diplo and being pleased. I wonder if I can ever do something about this. If it is possible to just change this so that I need at least a +10, or at least being friendly, that would make it a lot more fun to see the Diplo wins pop up, because now it is less fun because it is a little bit too often, I think. But we'll have to see what I can do. It's a long time until the season ends. Let's look at the French cities then. The sorted by population with Reims 11, Orleans 10, and Paris, Tours, Marseille, Chartres, Avignon 9. Relatively happy and healthy, and with 20 plus for most of the cities except from the lowest ones. So decent food, base commerce is okay-ish, and then production is okay. 35 in Paris, 26 in Rouen. It could have been better, but that's it. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. Updated league tables show us Boudica number 4 with 6 points and positive 18. Louis XIV then up to 13th in the league with 4 points, negative 25 score turn difference. He is out of the relegation zone, so congratulations with the win, he really needed that. Now we are looking forward to the second game of the day between Washington and Bismarck. I am Kjotleik, this has been the Noble Leaders League. I hope you tune in just a little while for the second game of the day. Goodbye for now.